was going to find that. I already crawled through it and looked. Well,
how's it going, guys?
Set in 3 to 4 days, and this thing's been sitting for 4 years.
Check this out.
To go through it tooth and nail.
It's a Brit tank.
Right, so I mean, best case scenario is it restores like 50, 60.
Turn that off. It's a Brit tank, 15 to 35 watts. This heat vape mod, check it out, goes up to 30 watts. Now we've got it on 15 watts. I don't know if you can see that. 15 watts. Now check this out, 15 watts. Watts. Nice. Let's put the light on. Now we're on the Cloud King juice, so good vapor. But check this out, for 15 watts, it's on 15 watts, can you see that? Check it out. Isn't that amazing? Watts. That is awesome. Now 17.5 watts. Now it says in the book, in the guide, right, it says best 25, goes up to 35, its power range is 15 to 35, right, so let's take it up to 25. Right. Oh, it's got a touch screen on it. This heat vape invader. Check it out. Heat vape. It's got a little pulse button there. See that? Watch. It just stays on that little pulse button. Pulsar, see it? Now that's 25 watts. Oh, it tastes lovely, this. I've got the time and date on the display and everything. It's a dual battery mod. It's £14 I think it was on eBay, this. It's quite big. It's got a USB charger, you can use it for your phone. You can charge the batteries in it. I think I did a video on this already, but for taking out with you, and you can charge your phone with it. It's got a torch on it. Oh, trying to get a torch to come on. Here we go. Is that awesome or what? It just amazes me sometimes for a real low wattage and you don't have to go for big tanks or big watts. In here I've got two Samsung 2500 watt batteries, you know, two of the green ones you get online, Samsung 2500s, and I've been using it now for a couple of days, and it's still, I don't know if you can see that, it's still full. The battery is still full, and it's 1.1 ohm. Just let me get my Inspector Clouseau out. And the coil is 1.2 ohm. So it's operating at 1.1, which is pretty shit hot. And I just think for the setup, I use, look, check this out. What's this? Check this baby out here, the Prince, the V12 Prince. Now check this out, man. A lot more vapor, isn't it? Look. Yeah, awesome, the V12. But check this little guy out. It's pretty good. If I was going somewhere for the day, I would take this with me, because it would last you all day. I'll probably take another mod. This is my Movkin. Check it out. 150 watt dual battery mod. Oh, what mod? Got two of them. I don't know why I got two of them. I just thought it's such a bargain. Only 20 quid on eBay. 20 quid for a dual battery 150 watt mod. And it's so chunky. Check it out. Oh, it's this. And it makes most tanks perform pretty good. Yeah, the V12 Prince. What a tank. Yeah, it's awesome. But we're not talking about that one today. We're talking about this little smock Brit tank. 15 to 35 watts. And talk about delivery. We're on 25 watts now. I'll take it up to 30. 30 watts. It goes up to 35. Now this is probably pushing it. You know, pushing it power wise. Wow. Brilliant. Brilliant. Now I'm going to take it right back down to 15 watts. Right? 15 watts. Don't know if you can read that. The camera's pretty good, but no, it's just 15 watts. Check this out. Is that good or what? Well, I rate this setup. What a good match, and the tank looks like it's made for it. You know, looks like it was made for the mod, doesn't it? So we're going to take it up to 17.5 watts. Amazing. Yeah, 17.5 watts. Well, I rate it as a setup. You know, I experiment with all my mods and tanks and see which goes pretty well together, you know. And I think this is pretty good setup. The tank was, I think it was £8 on eBay, and the heat vape was £14 to buy the mod. So for 22 quid, you're up and running. See that for a chain pull? Wow, amazing. And that's 17.5 watts. Well, like I said, get a good setup, this and that. Perfect match, them two. Perfect. A match made in heaven, I'd say. And I'm thoroughly enjoying it. There you go, that's my advice on the heat vape and the Brit tank. Good setup for the money, and like I said, I'd take that out with me and I'd be happy with that all day. You know what I mean? Well, hope you like it. Just a suggestion. But I think if you gave that to someone as a present, the whole setup, you know, as a present, and they thought, oh, I don't know about that, and then they tried it, I'll put it back on 20 watts before we go. Now it's on 20 watts. Groovy, baby. Groovy. Check that out. Well, see you guys later. Hope you like my little review on this setup. Perfect match. Great design, look at that. Looks great. I like it. Long and slim, charge your phone with it, got a battery. You can charge your batteries in it, got a torch on it. Wow. Even got a puff counter. Look. Big features, little mod. Performs great. See you later.